So it's Wednesday the 12th, and we have sun for the first time in about a week. It got pretty cold last night. The ground is properly frozen, but hey, I'm happy. We actually see that big ball of burning gas out there billions of miles away. Hopefully we can uncover the plants and get them growing. So I think I might do that. Uncover these here plants. For perspective, this is how cold it was last night. So cold enough to freeze that a quarter of an inch. But today it's going to be 70. So I have to reactivate all of my water lines. And I'm getting the wet wall working because if it's 70 and sunny, it's going to be about 90 in here. So I have to turn on the wet wall. Well, I don't have to, but that's right on the edge. So here we go. I've taken off all of the plastic mini hoops. So now that they're going to get about 80% sunlight, because the greenhouse will filter out about 20, those are filtering out another 20, and I need to get these plants kicked into gear. I'm not going to fertilize them today. They've been kind of, I'm not going to say dormant, but sort of dormant, kind of holding pattern for the last week, and I don't want to spur them right out the gate. Tomorrow I will give them a little fertilizer shot, and we'll go from there. So, as my football coach used to say, if you don't risk it, you ain't gonna get no biscuit. So time for the covers to come off. We're in the 40s, 4-hour lows, so it'll stay in the 50s here in the greenhouse, and that should be good enough ish. And if it gets we get another cold snap, I can throw these back over. So until the next one. Happy Friday, everybody. Doing a little workout here. Thought I'd share with you two quick things on what I got going on. Number one half. We're back to cloudy days. You might be able to hear here in a moment or two storms rolling in, pretty big one. You can hear the thunder. So I'm not going to be out here too long because the greenhouse is grounded, but it's a big metal framed structure, and I don't want to get struck by lightning. So yeah, there's that. But real quick, I'm taking off all the plastic and I'm putting it into bundles. So like those are the tops, these are the end walls. I'll save them for next year instead of buying $40 of new plastic every year. And next year I'm going to start earlier, and that's where the size of these will come into play, because a few people ask, like, hey man, why'd you build something so big when your plants are that big? Well, because per the usual, I'm late, and I wanted the plants out 2 or 3 weeks before they were, and that didn't happen. So I didn't utilize near as much space as I was kind of planning to. And number two today, I want to show you the concept of hydrophobic soil. So get this going here, and as you can see, the soil, or the water, is running off the soil. It's not soaking in. So right now my soil is hydrophobic, and that's bad. So like you can actually see in spots that it's dry directly underneath the surface, like right here. There's a dry spot. So the soil is not retaining moisture. That happens when you basically don't water your soil, don't water your patch all winter long, and it was just kind of cooking from September to April. So what I'm doing to combat that is I'm watering it heavily with a light sprinkle. So a light sprinkle from a oscillating sprinkler is putting a small amount of water per time, and it's just letting it soak in. Like I've had this going for about 15 minutes. I did it back over in that section, and now we're on this section. And then I'll probably pull it forward. I'll change hoses, and I'll put it on this section. So trying to break my soil in ahead of time and get it alive again, get it healthy. The bacteria in your soil is going to go dormant if you're not watering it, if you're not feeding it. And the bacteria in this soil is definitely dormant because I really didn't do anything over the winter like I should have. So next year I will definitely, when the weather is applicable to do so, and my sprinkler lines are not frozen and broken into 10,000 little pieces, I will come out here and water the soil. I might even do a cover crop, but that's just getting kind of ambitious. So that's it. Gonna cover up or drag my plastic to one of the sheds. Probably leave the hoops up till this weekend because I want to get out of here. And on that note, catch you later. One more quick Friday update. I think it's coming through on the camera, but the greenhouse, let's look outside. So like nice and clear. It is crazy foggy in here. In case you wanted to hear what a downpour inside of a greenhouse sounds like, kind of sounds like a jet taking off. It's really coming down. Oh. And we're getting hail. Cross your fingers. Oh, I can hear the hail. Oh man. Knock on wood, the hail's the only thing that we really haven't tested with this here greenhouse. Fingers are crossed. Taking down the tunnels. I'm gonna hide now. Hey everyone, it's Tuesday, so time to wrap up this week's worth of videos. Let me know if you liked this format in the comments below. I saw a couple other people doing that this year. I know Growing Giants is doing it with their giant plants and their fancy greenhouse and everything. Going for those May pollinations, those overachievers. And, you know, a couple other people, I was doing it, and I think that's, you know, maybe it's a little bit better, maybe a little more information than just rambling on at week's end about what was going on. So let me know, comment below. We're also going to give one more week for that giveaway. We're still getting a lot of people commenting on that. So if you haven't done so, comment on the last video for which seeds you want. Let me tell you about what I'm going to do today and wrap this week up. So you may be able to hear it. It's raining yet again. I know I've said that about probably every clip this week. It feels like I'm in Oregon or Washington or something. We never, in my 6 years in Colorado, I've never had this much wet in the springtime. And I'm not necessarily complaining. It's helping out our drought and, you know, refilling the aquifer that my well's in. So all in all, I'm not upset about it. You know, if my plants are a little behind, then hey, you know, whatever. I'm ahead of where I was last year and the year before. So I will give you a once over on them. But what I have going on right now, so I felt something hit the back of my head, is today I'm going to rototill the patch and put out my walking boards. So I already took the hoops off. I'm going to take the hoops out, take all the random, like my sprinkler out, and then I'm going to arrange the extension cords a little bit better, and then we're going to start tilling this bad boy up. Once we till everything up, I'll give you a once over on the plants. I'm going to start taking pictures and posting them to the Facebook page, the weekly pictures, which are just as much for me as they are for you to follow along, because when you come out and you look at them every morning and evening, it's hard to really see the growth. But when you have week over pictures, it's really makes it easy to see the see the growth, and know that you're heading in the positive direction. So I'm going to clean up my mess a little bit, and we'll be back. So here we go, your weekly update on the plants as we round out this video. Hopefully it's not too long and I haven't gotten too chatty. Like I said, comment below if you like this style of video. Other people do it really well. I tend to just talk a lot. The videos get long, and then you can't watch them in one bathroom break. So let me know. Anyway, so here's the 2005s. They're wanting to start to vine. Typically, I find when I see a tendril, then they're the plant is wanting to go. So these both have tendrils on them, and if you don't know what a tendril is, the tendril is this little the thing that makes the wheels in Cinderella's carriage, or the little vine that'll wrap around and anchor the plant is technically what it is. So these plants both have vines that are wanting to start. The color on these ones isn't horrible, but it's not great. A little bit of leaf burn on that one, not horrible. Let's wander over here across the walk-in boards. The only thing I have left to do now in the greenhouse is clean up the weeds along the perimeter, throw down my drip tape, and get a rake after, particularly this area where it's a little uneven and in the front. And we're ready. We're ready for the plants to do what they do. Make giant pumpkins, hopefully. 2118 Barons. These ones are still probably the slowest starters out of all of them. But then again, so was my Baron last year. This one is wanting to vine in the totally wrong direction. It's wanting to go over there. I need to get a bamboo stake. I'll correct that. And this one's really wanting to go. So here's the tendril. Like I said, tendrils, like I said before, I think that means they want to kind of go. I have a bamboo stake on this one, trying to coerce that vine to go that direction. The Tiger King plants, I did just fertilize these, like I said a second ago, and then I'm going back and I'm kind of watering all that freshly tilled area, just so getting them microbes some moisture that I've brought up to the top. Tiger King, these plants are perplexing me. So I think I said earlier in the week, I think I know what did this. I think I did that. But this is strange. It hasn't been hot enough to really burn the plant, unless my Tiger Kings are just wimps when it comes to the heat, which is a possibility. Tendrils starting on these, vine starting a little bit better on this one, tendril, some burn. So hopefully this plant decides it wants to get with the program, because unfortunately it gets hot in Colorado. It gets hot in this here greenhouse, so it needs to get in line and get with the program. Don't be such a wuss. I might, maybe I will make a shade structure or something for that. That's why I left these rebars in the ground. So if anybody needs some shade, I can put the hoops back on and string some shade cloth over it. And then last but not least, and actually the last is the first, is my Urana plant. And this one has a vine. By week's end, I need to get a measuring stick here at some point. Can't use a pink hanger. That idea is taken. Full on tendril action, and this one's actually been growing pretty good. I think I don't know, I think I put this stake here 2 days ago or a day ago, and we're already well past that. So this is my best plant by far, and hopefully, like I said, I think that I am responsible for that leaf damage, and with luck that will not be a problem. Need to kill these weeds, tidy up over there. I got the parts to fix my irrigation system. And that's about it, guys. Comment below if you have any questions. we get to them. Next week we'll draw the winners. So if you didn't watch the previous video where we hit 1,000 subscribers, go ahead, comment on that with what prize you may want. Other than that, hopefully everybody has a good, sunny, warm week. Hopefully that is the same for me too. Take it easy, everybody. Have a good one.